Let's chat a little about working out and building trading muscles. And I think it's really important to understand this because what a lot of people do is when they go in, they say, hey, let me check out the charts. Which stock is hot? What's the trend lines? Let me look at all this stuff. But they're not really working out when it comes to trading. I'm talking about your brain muscles. I'm talking about your muscles that you're actually doing in order to work inside the platform as well. People are not actually performing and doing the techniques, the habits, the drills that they need to in order to get better. Now, if you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options over the last decade, and we've done a lot of things with classes and courses. And one of the things that we go into as well, just learning about some of the basics, like here in one of the classes, we did professional accumulation, how to buy and sell stocks and options the right way. And, most people already think they already know this, and they think, hey, I know what I'm doing. I just need to find the hot stocks. I need to find the watch list, the newsletter, the whatever to give me the edge. But some of the things that you need to actually work on is actually building out the trading muscles that you need. So when we look at, let's say, professional athletes and they're actually working out, like take, for example, a ski jumper. Sometimes they're not out there skiing all the time, but they're training for it. What do? They might do a lot of squats in order to work on their legs and to be able to jump higher, or working on those jumps at the gym to get a lot better. Take, for example, race car drivers. They might be looking at, hand-eye coordination or techniques or speeds in order to quick reflexes, to work on the reflex muscles. And in trading, it's not much different. You see, there's a ton of videos out there that could go in and analyze hey, I want to look at Wells Fargo today, or Netflix and Microsoft, and let's look at the trend line. And all that stuff is good and great at a general level, but it's not going to really make you that much better. It might give you one hot trade for now, for today, for this week, but it's not going to make you better. It's not going to make you that much better for, the next couple of months or weeks or years. Here's kind of one of the things that I talk about as far as exercises go when it comes to trading. So let's say we go in and I've got somebody that's brand new that I've coached or work with, and we need to go and put on, let's say, a couple of trades. Let's say we're buying shares of stock. Well, I'm going to just hop into this earnings side. Well, let's say we go in and we buy some shares of stock, and I'm going to go into Wells Fargo over here. Well, we could go in and right click and buy, and I've got my 10 shares in here, and we go in and we'll send in that order. Bam, there it is. There's an order in. Now we go in and we'll send another one. Okay. Just learning the fact of sending in orders and popping them in and getting comfortable. Bam, send it. Boom, send it. Working that process and procedure gets you a little bit better. Boom, we got filled with 10. Okay, so now you might say, okay, I'm getting comfortable with that. So what we're going to do is on these orders, we're going to not show the order confirmation box. Okay, so we've got these orders in the Wells Fargo. So we're going to go in and send a couple more orders. But now what we can do is take the other 10 that we just got. Now we need to also peel them off. So let's go in and create a closing order right here. So we can go in and boom, send it. Okay, now you could create duplicate orders. So create a duplicate order, send it. Create a duplicate order. Boom, send it. So there's different ways that you could do it. You might even go in and say, okay, I'm going to go and buy some more, create a duplicate order, but I'm going to blast all, and I will send some orders at this spot. I'm going to create another duplicate order, send some orders at this spot, and we'll send those two. So again, just sending orders right there. That is a workout process that you can do. And you can do it time and time again. Now, this is one that I'm trying to talk as I'm doing it, so a little bit different, but there's other ways to do it. Let's say we're going into Wells Fargo. We want to go into active trader. Okay, so look here, we've got long 40 shares and a long those positions. But now that stock is trading right here. So what I can do is slowly start saying, okay, well, I want to start accumulating a bunch of shares. Okay, so I'm going to go in and send a few positions in here. Bam, click, click, click. Let me see if I can get some filled. And you might see, there it is. Some are coming up right there. There's our filled. And I'm also going to start sending the sell orders over at the higher prices. So basically, I'm nibbling on the low end and pushing the sell order at the high end. Again, another way to go in and do some form of trading. And the point is here to learn how to put orders in and take orders out. That's the basics behind trading. It's working out those muscles, and people don't get it. They don't understand it. They're looking for, like, let me evaluate and analyze the stock. Okay, that's fine. That's good. But you won't always have precision or perfection on every trade, entry, and order. You're getting in and then you're getting out. Okay, now some of those timeframes might take a week, a month, a year if you're a long investor. But the point is here, as you're going in and doing a little bit more active or activities, you know, as you're popping in some trades, you got to be able to put those trades in and get out. So you need to be able to quickly adjust, like, okay, well, here's my orders in, here's my orders coming out, and then what is it that I'm making from the stock. Now, in this case, this is an exercise. It's also a paper account, but I just want to show you, like, hey, this is how you actually do some exercise to be able to get better at trading. Because I got other people that I work with from time, they're like, okay, how do I buy the stock? Okay, let me figure it out. And then, okay, a buy here. Yeah, okay, then 10 and Wells Fargo. And that's okay. We all start somewhere. But the point is if you want to get better at something, you need to work out, right? So you need to work out this trading muscle, mental, as far as so you don't need all of these things confirming, popping up, and all that stuff. Now, yes, it's good to double check certain things at the beginning, but as you're doing more and more trading, you get the feel of understanding how all of this works and happens a lot faster. And my point is not to show you and pinpoint you like, hey, do it this way or do it from the chart, active trader, and that kind of thing. It's not about the tool and technique here. The point of the video is not to show you, hey, that this way is better or faster. The point is to find your flow. And once you get better at this, it's the same thing with, let's say we were going in and doing some option contracts. Okay, so we'll pop in, let's say, a bunch of expirations. Okay, but the issue is you might say, well, okay, I don't need to see the 7 and the 14 and so on. So what you're going to do is filter those things and say, okay, well, the days to expiration, I might need at least 14 days to 57. And now you can go in and recalibrate some of those views. So you're like, hey, I'm just trading the 21 or 28 day, and I can now filter and limit some of the stuff I'm doing. And if you're popping in iron condors, you're like, okay, bam, let me shoot some iron condors. So I'm going to go in, and yes, you could right click and go to sell and then go to iron condors, but you could also set up these positions and say, okay, bam, there's one part of the iron condor. Here's kind of the next spot of the iron condor. Look, I'm looking to collect 25 cents. Okay, I'm going to shoot 2 of those. Boom, there's the iron condor. It's sent, it's working. There it is. Now we're filled. Okay, there's our iron condor, and we've got some shares in there as well that we're slowly peeling and getting in and out. Okay, there's our iron condor, and technically you could already go in and start putting an order in to close it. So we got filled on the iron condor right here. Okay, and we could go in and create an opposite order. So if we sold something for 25, I want to buy it back for 17. Boom, we'll send it off. Now, we could put a GTC order. It's probably not going to fill right now. I'm just saying, like, hey, this is part of practicing. Okay, then you go into Airbnb, popping it in. You say, okay, let me shoot another iron condor in here. Okay, let me go in, $2 wide, boom. And then we'll go in right here. Let's try, that one's not filled as well. Okay, 88 cents. Okay, we'll fire that one away. Boom. Now we've got another iron condor. This is all just part of working the trades. You might practice doing vertical spreads. So let's say we've got 6 strikes on the expirations. You say, okay, well, I'm going to go bullish on there. Boom, there's a vertical spread, 55 cents. We're going to go try and hit it at 52, send it off. We're going to try and hit the put side. Boom, 45 cents. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's go into another ticker like Amazon. Pop that in there. Let's again hit a vertical spread. Boom, 238 for $5 wide. Maybe a little bit too much, maybe not. Okay, send it off. Work the order. Okay, then work the same thing on this side. Okay, that one's a little too much. We're going to hit it at 244. Yeah, that's trading. That's working out. That's what you're doing for practicing getting into your trades. And now that you've got some orders filled, oh man, okay, now we've got Amazon filled in here on this vertical for 235. We're going to go in and close that vertical from, instead of 235 we bought, we're going to hit it at 242 and see if we get filled. Okay, so that order is already working. We got into one, now we're getting out of one. Wells Fargo, the same principle. We've got a bunch of positions, and then we're looking to get out of those positions. That's it. That's part of working out. So my point here for you is that when you do a lot of these, you'll see you'll have a lot of different trades and so on. It's not about one big trade or finding one hot stock. You've got a lot of multitude of trades all over the place. And this is what a lot of people don't show you insight on, is that, hey, this hot trade, yeah, you know, this coin, this stock, this vehicle. It's like, dude, you got like 200 positions on that you can spread money on. Why are you going to look at one individual one that you're thinking that one is going to work? You don't know. The YouTube guys don't know. I'm saying learn to spread your money, learn to spread your capital. And anybody who's like, you know, pumping one stock or another, It's fine for high school gossip. Don't, I do it too. It's fine for discussion. But as far as, realistically it goes, yeah, it's not something you're going to really hone in and focus on like one big position. You're going to spread your money in different spots, working and exercising to build your trading habits, routines, disciplines, and that kind of thing. So you get better at it, right? It's getting better at the technique. Trading, getting in, getting out of the position. That's what it's all about. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Truly appreciate it. By the way, if you want to check out any of the classes, just check out the description or our website, and you can learn a bunch more. Got a ton of classes that we just did this last week. We worked on iron condors. So anyways, thanks a lot. Hope to see you in one of the classes, or reach out if you've got questions as well. Anyways, take care and enjoy the rest of the week.